deception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that,
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Third and long for Bridgewater. Throwing deep for Galladay. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Church. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Church. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. Now Cook. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, rushing, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Church. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
49-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Church. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and 1.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
30-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. It's from the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. That touchdown certainly a welcome sight. Remember, they were shut out last week. They talked to us about getting early momentum. Well, here you go in the opening quarter.
Got to rebuild confidence, because when you get shut out, I don't care how strong you are mentally, you've got to take a step back and say, okay, what just happened here? Because nothing that we were doing worked well enough to get into the end zone, and that's a nice confidence-building drive, one that puts it in the end zone to give them an opportunity.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a toss for Swift left side. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
It looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Brown. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nice run drive.
And now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
And we'll see if they can disrupt it here. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Lions nothing.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Church. He completes it right side early. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Yard line.
Gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Church setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The shotgun now. Here's an inside give. He will push his way down to about the 14.
At the 14-yard line.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Church. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Bridgewater. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
On 1st and 10, Church, and it's caught. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Lining up for the extra.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, Swift. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
7-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. On second down now, rushing. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Here on the jet sweep. And it gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll try the left side. Rushing. So he stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. It's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, rushing. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more there and another first down.
Oh, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Dean Lowry, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Early on, you hit on it. Needing to avoid the big play. Easier said than done, though. There's a big touchdown.
Yeah, but the big thing is when he does get his catches, you've got to tackle him and get him on the ground. Obviously, weren't able to do it on that one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Tight end Herb Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give to Cook out of the gun, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Lions an extra DB in the game now here on third down. From the gun, Church. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On first down, Church. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Looking to throw. Church. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Church sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Julian Okwara coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Operating from the gun. Church escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Throwing on third and long. Church uncorks one for Davis. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And 9 at the 13-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A quick throw by Bridgewater, that's complete. this up to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Thrown right side and complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Forced out to his left. Looking sideline, incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. It's a big play there for the Lions. 48 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Swift. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
At the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. On 1st down. Rushing, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
On the tackle.
And on the stop, Vernon Hargraves.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Church throwing the out route incomplete. That's Stubb. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Church, and he's got his man in stride, complete. Across midfield down to the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
The ball carrier.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Church. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Church looking for his running back, and he's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 of the 6. That's good for 28 yards. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. That'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Rushing. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Church. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Neville Gallimore gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the table and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Bridgewater. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Bridgewater to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Gallagher. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time, fourth down, Bridgewater. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Church. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing on first down. Church. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Neville Gallimore able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Church. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. The dump-off good for 8 there on 1st down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Here's Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Romero. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a
good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The 49-yard line.
Bridgewater to throw. Now in desperation, it's caught at the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
To number 86.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And now if they convert the extra point, the Lions will have the lead.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the 4th quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they look lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there for Minnesota. 74 yards. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run this one in. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Vikings 35, Lions 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have. And that's caught inside the 35. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings are going to win this football game. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished, but to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Vikings, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Day...
Yeah, Ayy, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas in them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that. Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that. Ay, yeah, Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that. Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that.
I was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't feel. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you're missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me, Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in your bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, bad, it gets a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can place it. I just want to know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Green Bay Packers. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now Miller throwing on first down. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. It's first and 10 from the 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Check 26, check 26. Check 31, check 31. Check it, we go, even.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Let's convert. Begin.
Now a carry for the first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
Tighten up. Check. Lucky.
Winston sneaking it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they didn't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
They'll start with the option. They'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And 7 at the 5-yard line. Operating
from the gun. Miller, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And Tate's got it. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. They run for the first time with Benny Snell. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Miller. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a give here to Snell. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He'll get this one to Galladay. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Miller, and he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 12, operating from the 39. From the gun, Miller. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Operating from the gun, Miller. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
3rd down.
Miller now on 3rd and 2. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now to Galladay on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
2nd and goal from the 1. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. They get this out left, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Packers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put a big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Miller looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 22 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Down right around the 25. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Brought down at the 23.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Chase McLaughlin now for the Charger field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll run on first down. Snell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Kenny Golladay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Well, sometimes it doesn't appear like much. The out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, it can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston.
He dumps this off to Mack.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he gets it down to the 32. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
32-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The L.A. defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. To the air again with Winston. And that is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Miller. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Miller throwing again. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. They'll run with Snell, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Play fake. Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check Mike, you must be dreaming.
Play action now. Winston. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On 2nd down, it's Snell. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Over the middle, complete. It's Chambers. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Jameis to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Chambers. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. To throw is Winston. And he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. Oh, good move. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Obviously, you got to... on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
The ball carrier.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Miller to throw on second down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Throwing on third and long. Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over first and 10. First down, Winston. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A first down throw for Winston. And, oh, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
By the Chargers.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Operating from the gun. Miller working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Snell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Miller. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, Miller. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Touchdown, Packers!
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime is down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. On 1st down, Snell. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They're going to run again with Snell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Miller now, throwing again on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Los Angeles.
They'll run on 1st down. Snell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
32-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, Miller. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, Tom.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's talk defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Jameis now on 1st down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Chambers. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Is good. Makes the score Chargers 27, Packers 21.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And they run the option on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Miller. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Victory formation, time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the 4th quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory. But they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for the Chargers, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at
She-Rag got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. You cut them in, and then sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes hydrate. Protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with that? Stop playing with it. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You ain't built like that.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I wear a flag gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate.
Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Run it back, keep it clapping like a standing ovation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation.
on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke and shake it all up. My moves make them run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round.
Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out.
Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Ay, count her 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit, cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem up. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me